Powered mobile equipment. Objectives: provide information regarding powered mobile equipment. The information in this video is general in nature and applies to all powered mobile equipment, such as forklifts, scissor lifts, man lifts, cranes, and carry decks. Planning. Ask yourself the following questions before you begin to operate a piece of equipment. Do I have the right equipment? What hazards are there that need to be avoided? Is the ground area strong enough to support the equipment? How will the weather affect the use of the equipment? Things such as rain and wind. Are people clear of the area? Does a barricade need to be set up to ensure that no one inadvertently walks into the area where the equipment is being operated? Am I trained and qualified to operate the equipment? Again, you must be trained and qualified in order to operate equipment such as scissor lifts, forklifts, and carry decks. Inspection. Before operating the mobile equipment, ensure that it is inspected. Follow the manufacturer's inspection recommendations and/or the mill inspection requirements. Always perform a 360-degree walk around the equipment before operating it, because this establishes the circle of safety. This will help ensure that no one is in the area or no objects such as pipe, conduit, cable trays, and other such pieces of material are not going to be in the area where you're going to be operating the equipment. Reminders. Be aware of hydraulic leaks and the pressure behind them. Even a small pinhole can cut like a razor. Make sure the equipment has an appropriate fire extinguisher and that it is full. In other words, it's in the green. Normally the extinguisher will be an ABC or a BC fire extinguisher. Never talk or text on your phone while driving the equipment. Pay attention to overhead power lines, piping, conveyors, and other equipment in the area. Be aware of side tip overs. Use equipment on level ground as much as possible. Use outriggers when applicable. Never attempt to jump off of equipment if a tip over occurs. This could actually result in a greater injury as the equipment may actually fall on top of you. Wear the seat belt at all times when operating the equipment. If a tip over does occur and you have your seat belt, you will stay positioned inside the cab or inside the floor of the equipment. Never allow anyone to stand or walk under an elevated load. Always travel at a safe speed. Always face the direction of travel. Travel slowly in congested areas when turning and in poor conditions such as ice, snow, or rain. In congested areas where there are a lot of people and other equipment, you may have to have a spotter in front of the equipment that you're operating. If at any time the equipment is found to be defective, report it immediately and do not operate the equipment until it is deemed safe to use. Quiz 1. Before operating equipment, you should be trained and qualified. A, true. B, false. Always perform a 360-degree walk around before operating the equipment. A, true. B, false. 3. Be aware of hydraulic leaks and the pressure behind them. A, true. B, false. 4. Never attempt to jump off of equipment if a tip over occurs. A, true. B, false. If at any time the equipment is found to be defective, it is okay to use it. A, true. B, false.